Hi everybody, I'm Jane Mudd. I'm going to walk you through some of my paintings here at the Saints and Sinners show that I'm doing with Lisa Bartlett. And we'll start with a model that I did from a modeling session, and I decided that she needed to be sort of put in paradise with a snake. Just from the composition, that's what it reminded me of. So historians out there might recognize this particular composition from Titian's Venus of Verbino or Manet's Olympia in the 1800s. I like to look at some of these older paintings and redo them in a different format or a different way. Both of those paintings were pretty controversial, and I thought I would try to do Christ and Magdalene in a look of recovery here. I'll be able to tell what year this model was done in. Modeling session must go on, right? I have 3 landscapes in the show, even though it's more of a figurative show, but 2 of these landscapes are from the farm, and another one is from Cooper's Landing. Been doing a lot of Cooper's Landing this past year. All done outside. Beautiful fall. Some other figures. This reclining nude when I was teaching at William Woods several years ago. Many of you have probably seen this one. It's been in my studio a while. It's the back alley behind Orr Street that I painted, I bet 15, 18 years ago. These 3 young men came down the street while I was painting and were kind enough to pose for me. A while back I did a typical white Jesus with the glazing techniques of Titian, or at least I was trying to, so I decided to recently try this one, African American Jesus, trying to use the same glazing technique. I painted this about 4 years ago, right after our fearless leader was nominated. It was back in November in 2016. Again, some of you might recognize the composition from art history. Caravaggio did this, Artemisia Gentileschi. This is probably her composition. I'm trying to imitate Cezanne here. You can kind of see with the planes. And with this model again, what do you do with the pose? So I added a few props, but I am trying to do it in the vein of Cezanne with hatching the different planes in different colors. I like to teach that when I teach painting. Another painting inspired by famous artist Rosa Bonheur. Her painting was called The Horse Fair. I decided to do the Bull Fair, but I changed it to the Bull Whisperers. And the women are not using any restraints here like the men were in the Horse Fair. You can look that up. I used the same kind of format and composition. I tried to get the action that she got, which I don't know how successful that is, but she had a building in the background. So the reason I have the Capitol building back there is because I thought it would kind of fit with my women and the bulls. In Rosa Bonheur's painting, she has a building back there that is an asylum for women who were deemed hysterical back in the day. Her painting was done in the 1850s. Was just inspired by an old photograph of a guy in some armor, and there was a cello behind him. I originally was going to try to do him playing the violin, but decided the cello would be a little bit, might work a little bit better. This was a drummer that came to a friend of mine's house last year, and he did some drumming while we painted in her living room. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time. If you have any more questions about it, give me a call. I forgot the tag. Okay, the Getaway. Well, on my way to work one day a few years ago, sheep and the one hog got out on the road. And I got out and did a few pictures, and then I decided to do a painting with that, to put them together and put them in the early morning sunrise. Wise women, inspired by a photograph my brother took of one of these fine women, the one on the left, Molly. And she's an urban gardener, and so I decided to put her into some kind of composition, thinking of the three wise men. And I used some older paintings that I had with cabbage and kale and lettuce. And, thought I'd put them under a big star. Tim was a student and a model for me at William Woods. This is from a demonstration in class. Thanks for visiting, and messenger me if you have any questions about any of your paintings. Be happy to get back with you. Thanks.